Okay, so in the last exercise, we did bilateral eye movement while thinking of a specific memory. You can apply the same framework to the exercise that I'm going to share with you next, but you can also use this exercise just without having to go into a memory, just as you're having the feeling, as a sort of a way of shifting your attention out of your thoughts, or shifting the neurology. Now, the first part of this is something that I also got from Andy Austin, but there's also been some interesting studies. There was one that I know of in Japan where they studied several groups of people with anxiety, and they taught them to juggle. And what they discovered is that those who learned to juggle had a reduction in anxiety, a pretty significant reduction in anxiety. So if you already know how to juggle with, let's say, 3 balls or 3 clubs or anything like that, then fantastic. When you're experiencing anxiety, juggle and see what happens. But the good news is you don't actually have to learn how to juggle in a complicated way in order to get some of the same benefits. So just get yourself a ball, and when you're feeling anxious, just throw the ball back and forth like this between your hands. Okay, so the hand that has the ball moves, the other hand more or less stays still. And you want to move across the midline. And just notice what changes. Don't try to do anything necessarily other than just throwing the ball back and forth as you're feeling the anxiety. And just notice what changes. You can do the same thing with your whole body if you want. Dancing turns out to be beneficial for anxiety, but you don't have to necessarily dance. You can just do any kind of bilateral movement with your body. If you can engage your whole body in it, then that's going to be more effective. So something like this, where you're moving across your body with your limbs, is something to do, in case you weren't already feeling silly enough. Okay, so just some things to try out when you're feeling anxiety. And if you wanted to apply the same framework that we used in the last exercise with throwing the ball or moving your body, give that a shot too. No harm in that.